Hey guys, welcome to the stream. I'm Ryan Phantom. If you're watching on YouTube, this is where the video starts. I may or may not be sick right now. Everyone in the chat, say hi. I just want to start this off by, I haven't mentioned this yet to anyone. And this may or may, holy shit, look at that chat. I may or may not be able to stream the next volume on time. We'll see. A few people know why. It's because I'm going to be in New Jersey. And I did the math on that one. So, if it's not up on time, it'll be up a couple days late. I'll be in New Jersey at the Ninja Sex Party Twerp Luau. So, that'll be fun. Alright. Okay, here we go. No more stalling. Here we go. Volume 13 of Fate, Fortune, and Fashion. 1 second. Let me just make sure my lag is off on the stream. Okay, yeah, we're good. Oh, good. Nah, that's a good noise. Okay. Let's go! Blah, 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 friendship, blah. That's it! That's it! Wait a second! That's how? I had to fight for that one, guys. Wow. Alright. Fuck. I don't know who I want to start with because I like both of them. But I'm kind of fighting inside whether or not somebody mentioned I was originally going to do a secret squirrel voice for Boulder. Like, definitely. But then I was like, maybe I should do a Rocky from Rocky and Bullwinkle because somebody mentioned that earlier. And I was like, shit. I kind of like that a little more. I don't know. All right, we'll do Detective Girl. All right, just start feeling it today. Oh God, what a mood! You're getting more and more of these gray nights recently. Nights where the call of the streets, that infinite ramble for companionship, just sounds exhausting and meaningless. You had days like this back on Earth too, when getting out of bed just didn't seem worth it. Oh my God. MSPA guy has depression. The sun is just beginning to slip under the horizon. Usually this would be the sign to rise and shine, or rise and dark. But all you've managed to do so far this evening is make yourself some coffee. You recently mentioned to Tagora that you drink instant. He was so disgusted that he gave you a coffee machine. He claimed it was an old one he doesn't use anymore, but it still had the price tag on it. Oh, Gorgor is great. On the table sits a palm husk Connell had taken off a dead kid, especially for you, and cradled in your hand is a mug Skya sent. Looks like when she painted it, it looks like she painted it herself. There's a white blob on the side, and you think it's supposed to be Lady. Oh my God. Oh, we got friend gifts. Even wearing that hoodie Malik gave you to cut the evening chill. Oh my God. Here you are wrapped up in warm embraces of all your friends' goodwill, safe and sound, but deep inside you festers something, a gnawing existential dissatisfaction, that classic angst the philosophers wrote about. Your palm husk chimes and you pick it up lazily. What, another rando trying to slide into your DMs? Sorry, folks. You just don't have time for that anymore. You are a friendship connoisseur, a sommelier of rarest, amicable vintages. You unlock the screen to find a message. I thought... Wait, was this a song in a... Yeah, this was part of, Yeah! I was gonna say, this is part of Hiveswap. This was a Hiveswap song. This was a Hiveswap... Like we're not playing Hiveswap right now. I was gonna say, is this the start to John Cena's theme? Right, the trailer song. Alright, I don't know what voice I want to do. Fuck. I kind of want to do Rocky. I want to do Secret Squirrel, but I'm not sure if I can hit that shit. Secret Squirrel! Oh, fuck. It's so... I don't know. I'm not doing Peridot. God, no. I'll try Secret Squirrel. Rocky would be easier, but I'm gonna try Secret Squirrel. I'm not certain that this line is secure. Actually, I'm positive that it isn't, but I'm risking contact because it's imperative that we speak. I'm sending you a rendezvous coordinates. If you wouldn't mind coming up any time after the sun is set. I realize that this is unorthodox, but please believe me when I tell you that this is not a trick or trap. I have important information regarding your place in Alternia. You attempt to reply to the message, but there isn't a cursor anywhere to import text. In fact, there doesn't appear to be a messenger app open on your phone, just a random text box floating in the void. You barely have a chance to read it all the way through before it vanishes and Google Maps opens with an address already programmed in. Oh, good. It's close enough to walk to, which is great, because using your stolen scuttle buggy still makes you a little nervous. You swallow the rest of your coffee and grab your shoes. Oh, we're back at the cafe. Your GPS leads you to a shop you recognize. It's a cafe from your weird sort of date with Linera. It's not too crowded at this time of day. The usual study crowd don't appear to be here. A couple of trolls are sitting around, stirring pots of tea. A watch girl is always there. Oh, shit! Fool. Fucking idiot. I explicitly stated I wanted this essence of Dayglow, not whatever this garbage is. Oh! You know this person. It really has been a minute, hasn't it? Ardata stands in front of the counter, shouting at the cash register. Whatever automated system runs this shop has apparently gotten her order wrong. What are you looking at, This is absolutely none of your... Oh. It's you. Ardata swiftly covers up her surprise, examining a sharp, perfectly shaped nail. You look... different. Better? Let's not exaggerate. I simply meant you looked less like toxic waste and more like run-of-the-grain grinder garbage. You tell Ardata that it's good to see her too. Man, this really takes you back. Been so simple back then, so unevolved. You were laser-focused on a single desire, friendship. Hold on, I just remembered I gotta close out of my thingy here. Close out of both thingies. Okay. Back by unpopular demand, Ardata. Yes. True. Now, well, you still like friends. You really do. But you also have, like, a car. And a sweatshirt with somebody's sign on it. You've moved up in the world. She's perfect, listen. Flawed. I like her, but she's flawed for sure. Fascinating. Oh, by the way, is she the one who summoned you here? Summoned? You? You must be joking. I haven't spared a single solitary thought for you since you dragged your wretched carcass out of my hive. Absently, you push your hand into the pockets of your hoodie. Something crinkles between your fingers and you pull out a folded piece of notebook paper. Okay, this definitely hadn't been there when you left your hive. You passed a couple of people on the street. I definitely don't remember any of them getting close enough to slip something in your pocket. Huh. It only says 2 words. Out back. Oh man, should you go? Yeah. Y'all sure are homosexual. Yeah, well. Yes, Isu. The answer is yes, Isu. Let's be real here. If you're ever going to refuse a suspicious invitation, you would have done it by now. You would have drawn the line at the vehicle theft or murder church or anime club. Can't resist a social engagement. Your tragic flaw. Okay, I guess. Enjoy yourself. You head back through the beaded curtain, half expecting an alarm to ring. How do they keep people from just robbing stores here? Are there, like, lasers and shit? You merge to a tidy little back garden. None of the plants here are ones you recognize from Earth, but it's still nice. You cross a bridge over a slow-flowing stream and find yourself looking down at a path that blooms into a tight, dizzying spiral. Maybe you're supposed to walk across it and ponder your place in the universe? Your contemplation would be inevitably cut off before it hit its climax, because someone is sitting at the center of the spiral. She's small, compact, an absolute unit, with her hair cut short and choppy around her chin, wearing a shapeless white dress, really more of a robe. Oh. Okay. Psst. I've been waiting for you. Thanks for coming. She speaks in a strange whisper, low and full of air, but loud enough to hear across the path. You pick your way carefully across the spiral, making sure not to mess any of it up, treading only inside the lines. The girl gives you a small, secretive smile. My name's Boulder. Listen. It's hard for me to whisper. You ask her if this is her garden. Does she live here? It's nice, but it's not exactly out of the elements. Actually, it looks like there's some storm clouds rolling in. Probably gonna get rain soon. Oh yeah, my raccoon is over there, under that tree. She smiles again. You can't tell if she's messing around. In fact, she's entirely unreadable. She lives in a tree. She lives in a tree like a squirrel. She lives in a tree like a squirrel. Like her face is totally reflective surface, and all you're seeing is cloudy sky in the garden. Can't tell how she feels about you at all. Would you like to sit down? Said the circle, or... She looks around like she is only just realizing she is in the center of a complicated geometric pattern. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to see if you would follow the path or trample through it. But you did neither. You forged your own way while taking care to preserve that which has come before. You ask her what she means. Maybe nothing. I'm not sure. The wind tosses her hair and the clouds chase each other in the sky. If the rain comes, it will soon. Boulder continues to look at you as you shift awkwardly and shiver, pushing your hands into your hoodie. This is different than any other friend meetup you've had, even with the others who purposefully sought you out. There is a serenity to Boulder that all the rest lack. Maybe that's just this zen-as-fuck garden getting to you. Try to remember what Boulder said to you in the message that she somehow managed to make appear on your phone, and then immediately self-immolate. That she has some sort of information for you about your place in Alternia or some shit like that. Did I say that? I guess I did. I suppose I wanted a chance to talk to you a bit before the end. I was starting to feel a little jealous, maybe? Right. I guess everybody who has been going on about the funny, dumb alien robot who's been prowling the countryside. No, that's not it. Though I'm sure you're really funny. I just wanted a chance to talk to you. Someone who's so adrift in the swell of fate and the whims of the paradox. Paradox? You don't know anything about paradoxes. Well, you know what they are. You just don't see why they are so relevant. They aren't. Paradoxes aren't relevant, by their very nature. And the essence of that nature that makes them so integral to the story. You shake your head. You're not built for this cosmic stuff. You're just an orphan from Earth with quick fingers for spaceships and apparently vehicles. Oh man. Does Boulder know that this is a dating simulator for friends? Boulder gives you another sly smile. Oh, quick fingers? You blush. You hadn't met any that as a dirty joke or anything. Also, your fingers are nowhere near as quick as hers. She somehow got a piece of paper in your pocket while you were standing in a cafe and she was back here. That's like reverse pickpocketing through astral projection. Boulder laughs. She stands up and moves across the garden path, following the spiral so swiftly and efficiently that she might as well be floating. She drifts over to one of the trees, pulling a coat down from where it's slung over a branch. Fuck yeah. It covers her from chin to ankles, coming together to form an olive green symbol on his chest that looks like a question mark without the dot. A broad-brimmed hat finishes out the ensemble. Here we go. Well, I can't teach you astral projection, but pickpocketing is actually quite simple. Would you care to learn? Ideally, we need a third person to act as the mark, but I think we can make it work. More crime, huh? Oh boy. Oh boy. Should we do crime, guys? Be gay and do crimes. Alright. Let's be gay and do crimes. This whole mess started with the theft of a spaceship. And if Boulder is right about all that fate horse shit, that was supposed to happen. So maybe you'll lean into it. I just realized I could recline in my chair. Oh, I forgot to mention, this chair swivels. It's a swivel chair. Hold on. Let me show you guys what I mean. Look at this. Look at this. Whoa. 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 This was a $300 purchase, and I have no idea why I did it. I'm in the big leagues now. Yeah, I got the big recliner. Too powerful. It is a great chair. This whole mess started with the theft of a spaceship, and if Boulder's right about all that fate horse shit, this was supposed to happen, so maybe you'll lean into it. Impulse chair. Yeah, you got it. Perfect. The first and most important aspect of the art of pickpocketing is staying unobtrusive. Think about mentioning that walking around in a great big coat and floppy hat is not the most unobtrusive thing you've seen, but you aren't the expert here. Also, you're an alien, so you don't really have any room to talk. Maybe you should get a big coat like that yourself. You just love ripping looks off all your friends. Boulder takes you through the basics of criminal sleight of hand, and on the whole, you aren't too bad. In fact, I think you might have a future in it if you weren't already the career path of professional friendshipper. You don't know what this has to do with her learning about you or teaching you your place on Alternia, but it's fun, and Boulder is a good teacher. If there's one thing this journey has taught you, it's that when something isn't actively painful or destructive, just ride it out. You don't think you'll be going around pickpocketing many trolls. Enough of them already want to kill you. But it's good to have this skill in reserve if you ever need cash fast and don't feel like hitting up any of your rich friends. You wonder if Boulder uses it for anything besides passing notes. My sources tell me that you've been on Alternia for almost 3 perigees now. You have no idea how long a perigee is, but what the hell, sure. Impressive. No wonder. She trails off thoughtfully and shakes her head. You wish you would say something just with substance to it instead of just vague nonsense. But at least she isn't threatening you with violence or trying to stick wires into you, so you're counting this interaction successful so far. Also, you feel weirdly chilled out with Boulder. Sure, you want to be friends, but there's none of that stomach-churning, spine-bending desperation to make sure she likes you at whatever cost. You feel more awake than you have been in weeks. Man, you've got to learn to pickpocket in a garden behind a cafe more often if this is what it does to your stress level. Want to get something to eat? Or maybe just coffee, because that's what they serve here. Sure, you could use another caffeinated beverage on top of the other caffeinated beverage you had earlier. Why not? You'll sleep when you're dead. If only. What does that mean? Boulder, what is that? If only? Boulder, what does that mean? Boulder's very... Boulder's a little... I like Boulder, but Boulder's a little concerning. Boulder's a little concerning. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, maybe she knows about the dream bubbles. I don't know. Durson Prosper. I don't know. You follow her out into the garden in the back. You follow her out of the garden and back into the cafe. Who's this now? I like how she's still here, probably arguing with the machine. Please give me my pumpkin spice macchiato, you fucking awful robot. Yet another friend. Oh, Ardata, you're still here. Thank you for all the follows. Of course I am, fool. You were back there for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes? Wow, it felt like way longer than that. Guess you underestimated the power of a good training montage. You introduce Ardata to Boulder with the cheerful earnestness of someone who has forgotten the systematic classism of the planet on which they currently reside. Surprised I got that all in one go. That'll be the best sentence I do tonight, guys. Ardata stops you with an aristocratic sneer. Stop. Before I have to stop you myself. I have absolutely no desire to mix with these so low on the social ladder. What in the world could she have to offer to me? You shrug. You're not sure. Maybe friendship? You know friendship between people of different castes are possible. You've seen them happen. Regardless, you feel bad for exposing your newest friend to the vaguely nonsensical abuses of your oldest. Oh, shit. Turn back to Boulder to apologize and find her gazing coolly at Ardata like she could do it all night. There's none of the fear or reverence or false obedience you've seen in other lowbloods displayed to blues. Oh, man. Instead, Boulder looks at Ardata like she's a bug. Worse, pebble that she would just love to kick out of the way. Nice to meet you in person, Miss Carmia. I hear your GrubTube channel has been losing subscribers recently. Wonder why that is. Ho 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 ho! I like Boulder. I like Boulder. Blue hits Ardata's cheeks in an angry flush. I'm currently on hiatus. The old garbage was getting tired. I have many imitators, but my own content is starting to seem derivative. She gives one of her maniacal laughs, but it's a little less robust than usual. Man, the wild tundra of the internet fame really is a stark and arid battleground. In fact, I have a new feature in the works as we speak. She holds up a little vial she's been haggling with the cash register over earlier. Poison! I think the best and most expedient process would just be to dose my featured guest's food, and then hide the antidote somewhere in my hive. Unless you have another idea. Oh! Whoa. She smiles, sly and mean. Boulder smiles back, just as vicious. Shit. Great. Have fun with that. While Boulder talks, her eyes start flickering from you to Ardata and then down. Again and again, you, Ardata, and down. Oh! It takes a couple of go-rounds before you realize what she's telling you. She keeps looking down to your hands, which are stuck in your hoodie pocket. Exactly where you found the boulder slipped in. Oh. Ardata is carrying a bag that looks expensive and extremely goth. And you see where the vial of poison is sticking out. Oh, man. You know what you have to do. When a group comes into the shop and pushes past the three of you, you move in on Ardata and slip the hand into her bag, palming the smooth, cold vial. She gives you a weird look. Like, why are you suddenly all up on me, peon? But she doesn't notice the theft. I suppose I'll be going now. And if I were you, I'd be more mindful of who I choose to associate myself with in the future. You say bye to her, feeling the tiniest bit guilty. But she's planning to use this poison to do murder theater in her prison basement, so you don't feel that bad. Take care now. Ardata leaves and Boulder takes an inquisitive step closer. Show me. You open your hand to display the spoils, flushed with criminal euphoria. Oh. Oh, hell no. You grabbed the wrong fucking vial. This one is blue, not red. You grabbed the antidote, not the poison. God. You honestly thought you were moving past these kinds of cock-ups. Oh. Damn. Well, at least you have the antidote now. You never know when one of those might come in handy. I hope this antidote comes in handy at some point. Sorry, I'm just taking a drink. Taking a sip, boys. Taking a fucking sip, boys. I haven't died yet. Not in the good routes yet. Okay. Well, at least you have the antidote now. You never know when one of those might come in handy. What? She sways forward and clutches in her neck. For one confused second, you think she's doing an impression of someone who might need an antidote. She then falls to her knees. You You dart forward and catch her before she can totally eat it. She's heavier than she looks, compact muscle, and a coat full of ungodly number of weapons. She has like 4 guns in here, what the hell? Your arms are full, so you can only watch, helpless, as a troll in a hood that covers their face and their horns books it out of the door. You shout that some fucker just stabbed your friend, but nobody's here looking at you. It's the same way people on Earth might ignore a mother trying to calm a toddler throwing a tantrum, just turning their eyes away from a distasteful public scene. Ow. Damn it. Put a hand up to Boulder's neck and try to staunch the bleeding. But there isn't any bleeding. Bewildered, pull apart the lapels of her coat to see a single drop of olive blood trembling above her collarbone. Discoloration spreads in a dark spill over her neck and radiating down her chest. You both say it at the same time. Poison. You open your hand to look at the tiny blue vial, then back up at Boulder. Her eyes are glassy, her skin going blotchy and ashen. There's no reason to believe that Ardata's poison and the poison the assassin used are the same, with the same antidote. It already strains the powers of coincidence that you grabbed the antidote at all. You're probably right. But maybe you should just try it anyway? I can't feel my legs. Right! Maybe the mere fact that this is such an unlikely happenstance means it will be the right antidote. Everything you've done so far has had the pull of inevitability to it, especially all your interactions with Boulder. The poison was poison. Great. Awesome. I'm glad you're realizing your inherent significance to this particular microcosm of causation. Now can you please pour that stuff into my mouth so I can swallow it and possibly not die? You help Boulder tip her head back and put the vial to her lips. At the last minute, you wonder if it's supposed to be diluted, but Boulder gulps the whole thing down and immediately begins to shake. Oh. Smoke billows out of her nostrils and open mouth, and holy shit, what is going on? This doesn't seem like any type of antidote to you. But then the smoke clears and Boulder opens up her big yellow eyes. How does she feel? Alive. Marginally. She lets you help her to her feet. You immediately pull her into a fierce yet gentle hug. It's wild to undergo someone's near-death experience. You feel like you know her way better than one montage scene's worth. Another new friend. Oof. Not so tight. You ease up a little. All the tea sippers are staring at you now. Death apparently isn't interesting, but the possibility of some quadrant-adjacent stuff they are suddenly all about. Sorry, assholes. Just you and your new friend, sharing a touching post-near-fatal encounter. Nothing to see here. That was the good ending?! If that's the good ending, I'm scared! If that's the good ending, I'm really scared. Her jacket doesn't have her little symbol on it. Okay, I got the good ending first by accident again. Oh, good. Oh, good. It only gets worse from here, guys. It only gets worse from here. Blah, blah, blah. Friendship. Alright. Instant death. Backyards are bad as basements. No way. I forgot to turn on. I did it again. That was the super quick end, guys. Instant death. We're not wasting any time tonight. Okay, listen. You've done some pretty dumb stuff since you crash landed here. For instance, following the woman standing in front of you into her basement. But not this time. Nice try, Catfisher. Important correspondence. Nah, you crumple the page up in your hand. Nothing that can't wait. Good. Impeccable timing. Just what I was hoping you would say. Oh. Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Alright. Let's go ahead and get that bad end, I guess? I'm not excited if that was the good end. Man. I'm scared for my girl Boulder here. No more crime, please. You've already got a hell of a rap sheet. Maybe it would be the best to try not to add any new skills that could lead you to temptation. Fair enough. Would you care to go for a stroll? It's a nice night. It's a windy, unsettled night. And it looks like rain. You suppose that's nice, depending on your definition. You'd absolutely love to take a stroll. That's your whole vibe recently, strolling. Follow around into the little back gate and into the street. I like how Aiden said crime is pretty gay anyway. Yes. But you know what also is gay? Not crime. You leave the cafe behind, and you are quickly consumed by the drift of the midnight crowd. You brace for inevitable pitying, hostile looks you get wherever you go out in public. You should have mentioned that you try to avoid large groups, but strangely, no one even glances at you. It's like Boulder exudes a sneaky aura that encompasses the both of you. As you walk, you ask if she really believes in fate, like the two of you were always going to meet, and nothing could have happened any differently, no matter what you did. Boulder gives you a thoughtful, sidelong glance. Well, that would imply that none of our choices matter, and that causality is inevitable. That randomness is irrelevant, right? Sure. You scamper to keep up with her, both physically and mentally. For someone who asked you to take a stroll, she sure is booking it down the street. But that disregards our choices. Fate dictates that our possibilities are, by their very nature, necessities. Or rather, the choice you made was the one you could could make. I'm reading this so badly. Or rather, the choice you made was the one that you ever could... Oh. How do I keep fucking up the sentence? Or rather, the choice you made was the only one you ever could make. There we go. I doubt the universe is that simple. Man. I kind of love Boulder. I'm not gonna lie. Boulder might be up there. For, like, maybe top 5. I don't know. I really like Boulder so far. Ryan can't read. Yeah, well, it deteriorates. Oh, Aisha. I didn't check the credits. I didn't know. Was this you? Is this your genius? Making now you know. Oh, man. Ardata took Ryan's last brain cells. She sure did. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. Britt, Gearin in chat, she has a fan troll named, what is it, Britt? Would you like to say? Britt, tell us what your fan troll's name is. Yeah, Pebble. Britt has a fan troll named Pebble Rockham. So yeah, it's a bit like Boulder. Britt said Pebble Rockham for a few years. Oh, that's right! I forgot. I forgot that technically Boulder... I forgot that you came up with Boulder before this character. I forgot about that. Jesus. Doesn't sound simple to you, but you hum and nod sagely because you want Boulder to think you're deep. Instead of asking yourself whether you were meant to be and meant to be here, makes more sense wonder what the forces are having conspired to bring it into being. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm having such a hard time reading this. I'm having a hard time reading this. Catastical, that's good fan art. Send it to me on Twitter or IM it to me on Tumblr so I don't forget it. Yeah, I just a heads up for anyone who didn't hear earlier. If you guys have art, if you didn't see your art in the beginning, or if you have new art, it's best to send it to me through Twitter. Because Tumblr has been eating my notes. And the worst way to send it to have it show up on stream is through chat. So that's just a heads up. Hold on. Hello? Oh, somebody was walking through my basement. Someone was walking through my basement. I was just seeing who it was, and they did not respond. There's Pebble. Yeah, Britt sent a picture of her fan trolls. Okay. Well, that would be exhaustion and ineptitude. You don't exactly remember what happened, but you're sure it involved something stupid, like falling asleep at the wheel and drifting off into another solar system. Basements are as bad as... Yeah, I live down in Ardata's dungeon, guys. I've been down here for years. Isu. It had been a rough 48 hours, you know. A lot of escaping and running and punching and stealing of high-powered vehicles. Yes, of course. I understand. No, I have a Lucis. We'll get to that eventually. All in a day's work. She stops you at most intersections so she can take serendipitous glances around the corner before gesturing you forward. Every so often, she will turn the two of you around to double back. You aren't exactly sure why. His Lucis is the DeLorean. Yeah. Nah, you got me. You called me out like this. You're right. My Lucis is the DeLorean, everyone. It's a car. Maybe she thinks you're being followed, but who would follow you from a cafe? Thank you for the nutmeg emote, Isu. For the nutmeg emote, subscribe to Ryan Phantom Live. Do her sleeves cover her hands? No, I think she's just wearing gloves. I think. Maybe? I don't know. All sorts, but don't worry. I know how to shake off a tail. Cross one of the main thoroughfares and a big black bird swoops at your heads. You yelp and duck, but when you look around, you see that the bird has landed on Boulder's arm and she's stroking its back. You brace yourself for it to start talking or some shit like that, because that's what your life is like now. But it just sticks its leg out for Boulder to remove a scrap of paper. It waits patiently for her to read the message and then scribble something on the back before attaching it to the crow and throwing it back into the air. Man, that's some Harry Potter-ass shit. One of our informants wants to rendezvous in meat space. Unusual. It's been an unusual day. Meat space? Meat space? Isn't this all meat space? But yes, Diamond? Unusual couple of months, honestly. Yes, of course. You've had it much harder than I have. What was I thinking? Well, you weren't trying to get into a contest of whose life sucks more, but yeah, it's been rough. You appreciate that you can see that. Of all the planets to be forced to, Alternia is, well, not ideal. Not the worst, but you still have my sympathies. Is there anything at all you like about it? What, about Alternia? Well, I'm kind of digging this whole night is day thing. You're from a diurnal species, but you've always been a bit of a night owl. Also, not to brag, but you've made some seriously cool friends. Yes, I've been following your exploits. Your friendship acquisition procedures are quite impressive. Hello? Just saying hi. I'm just saying hi. My dad's like, what? I'm like, okay. Now you're blushing. You asked Boulder how she knows so much about your exploits, because it's only pretty recently that you have any sort of real social media presence. You suppose she could have Gorgle or like Malik did, but... Quick, around here. Oh, we're in the trash. We're in the garbage. One sec, guys. Yeah, we're on Deponia now, all of a sudden. This went from Alternia to Deponia. One sec, guys.
The most important part of our routine is the entrance.
Yes, absolutely.
Frank, what the hell are you doing, man?
That's my character. I'm the trash man. I come out, I throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage. And then I pick up the trash can and I smash the guy on.
I love Always Sunny. I'm don't think I've ever mentioned on here, but Always Sunny is like my favorite show. Fucking love Always Sunny. Boulder leads you into a deserted lot between two buildings. There's nothing here except some broken bottles and a pile of old rubber tires. Yeah, I referenced Deponia. Somebody else in the chat who knows what Deponia is? Holy shit. That's a new one. Deponia is one of my, like, all-time favorite game series. If you guys don't know what Deponia is, go look it up. It's so fucking good. It's so good. She leaves you behind the tire pile to keep watch. It's a point and click. It's fun. I did the series on stream, but, like, 2 years ago. It's been a while. They're up on my YouTube. It's been a long time. That was the first thing Nox watched me stream. Exactly. Ducks! It's classic. Talking about Danny DeVito. Duh! Killbot. Chillbot and Killbot. I forgot about Chillbot and Killbot. Deponia is a great game. She leaves you behind the tire pile to keep watch, although she's probably just doing it to get you out of the way, which, fair. Then she heads out into the center of the lot, presumably to wait for her contact. You sit here twiddling your thumbs, trying to suppress the desire to pull out your phone. It doesn't seem very covert ops. You're just starting to get really antsy, jittering your leg and cracking your knuckles and digging a little hole in the dirty... digging a little hole in the dirty with the stick, when you hear something strange beneath the wind, a swish followed by a thunk. Now Aisha, I don't wanna get in your case about typos. Yeah? Okay. Boulder jerks and clutches her neck. Oh, fuck, it's happening again. You writhe up from your rubber pile, sending tires flying. You look wildly up at the surrounding buildings. Hey, listen. No, that's fair. It's fair. It's fine. I'm constantly getting on Isu's case about typos in Isu's fanfic. Boulder jerks and clutches her neck. You writhe up from your rubber pile, sending tires flying. You look wildly up at the surrounding buildings, trying to find out from where the projectile came from. You don't see anyone, not even a lone gunman. Lone gunbird. You run for your new friend, not spending a thought for your own safety. The clouds move overhead like someone has put them on fast forward, the wind rattling the trash on the pavement. By the time you reach Boulder, she's begun to twitch in hard spasms. One look at the blotchy stains spreading across her neck, and there's no doubt, both say it at the same time. Poison. Fuck. Fuck. Who wants... This is like the most continuity between endings. Who wants Squirrel Girl dead? The amazing Squirrel Girl. You fall to your knees beside her. Oh god, what are you supposed to do? You don't know anything about poison or first aid or anything else useful. God, why are you such a fucking waste of space? You could have been gaining some life skills instead of just loafing around like a complete idiot. You... Stop. There isn't time. This stuff acts fast. Boulder takes hard, gasping breaths between each word. Her eyes are going cloudy. She makes a desperate grab for your hands. Listen. For the first time, her voice rises above a whisper. Her grip is surprisingly strong. You tell her to save her strength, but she shakes her head so hard her hat falls off. I'm not important. Tell her to stop being dramatic. Of course she's important. I'm not being dramatic. Well, maybe a little, because I'm dying. But still, remember what I said before about fate. Fuck fate. You don't want anything to do with it if it's this kind of shit that's gonna pull on you. So many of your friends have died because of you, because of your incredible inability to... The world twists and stutters. Your guts are a record and the record is skipping. For a moment, you're sure that whoever that poison-shooting bastard is has shot you too, but then your vision clears and you feel the rain on the back of your neck. The world is rolling back in waves of color and sound. The dark sky splits open on a fault line of lightning. Boulder's hand goes limp in your own. With shaking fingers, you reach out to touch her motionless cheek. What the fuck? Fuck. Fuck! Not again. Why? An uncontrollable wave of despair washes over you as you look down at the corpse of this girl you barely know. All of these feelings coming... Where are all these feelings coming from? There's absolutely, honestly, too many of them. Why are they... Well? Well? I got one question. Was this your decision to do this? Or were you given, like, one of those sheets? What? Again? Must I do everything myself? What? 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 Okay. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Boulder said meat space, and the first thing I thought of was VR. I think this is virtual reality. That's my theory. I think this is all a virtual world. Oh my god. Don't pester Aisha, guys. Aisha, if Aisha even knows, Aisha's not... Chan Chan doesn't exist. Yeah, true. Man. Wow, that was yeah. Go bother. Ask Aisha questions on Twitter. Oh my god. Alright. Knox, please. Alright, it's time. So my you guys are nerds. Alright, oh, that's true, it is Friendsim. So my original idea for her voice was that one clip from Little Britain of the woman going, "She doesn't have the range. She doesn't have the range, darling." But somebody mentioned earlier Rarity from My Little Pony. Yeah, it was Tut. Tut, I like that. Tut, I like that. I'm gonna do Rarity. Aiden, why do you keep saying that? I'm not a big fan of... keep an eye on Aiden. One of the mods. Yeah. Yeah. Is she troll Jewish? Oh! Okay. But I don't like Aiden going fucking Jew. I don't like that. Yeah. Yeah, no. I got no problem with that. But... yeah. Okay. So, keep it under... Keep a good watch on anyone being awful. Okay, so it turns out stealing a car was easily one of your better impulse decisions. You've gotten accustomed enough to its weird insides by now that the squishiness doesn't much faze you anymore. It is raining. What is this music? I like this music. Here's my loose... You gave it legs! Fuck. Hold on. I gotta figure it out. Oh, God. Hold on. Copy and replace. Here we go. That's my list, guys. It gave it legs, and it's terrifying. It's my list. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Still feels like the warm stomach of a giant creature, but you can actually find it kind of comforting. You can just let yourself get enveloped by the seat while the autopilot does its thing. Getting ferried through the streets of Alternia with your feet up on the dash sure beats endlessly pounding the pavement. Sometimes you even throw Sarava's stream on your phone if you really want to chill, get a chill vibe going. Yeah, I gotta turn up. You just reminded me, I gotta turn up the music a bit. This is like the beginning to a sitcom. Literally the name of the theme. Imagine if it... Yeah, that sounds about right. No, that sounds about right. It's like a sitcom opening. It sounds like, yeah, it sounds like Full House. Surprised that you haven't been caught yet, dastardly carjacker that you are. But maybe you're just a better thief than you always thought. Possible career change to look into if you ever get back to Earth. Wait. Wait! Wait a minute. Wait! This is the... It's like... It is Family Matters. Days go by, and the bigger love in the family. It's Family Matters. With Urkel. What the fuck? I was like, I know that sting. The days go by. Oh my god. That's so silly. I love it. That's so silly. I love it. That part with the drums sounds like Full House. It's like a bunch of different ones. Oh man, that's so good. Family Matters was an old sitcom where the character Steve Urkel was invented. One of the most iconic characters of the 80s and 90s. It is. It's like it really is. It's like a combination of a bunch of 90s theme song. I'm going to read now. The downside is that it's a little difficult for you to further your goal of gathering even more friendship from the inside of a vehicle. So you practice scuttlebuggy and expose yourself to the menaces of the outside world once more. You're in what looks like some sort of residential neighborhood. It isn't as nice as the blue blood neighborhoods you've seen, but it's still nice enough for most of the apartment complexes to have imposing locked front gates and security drones. Can you Urkel your way? Did I do that? But of course you can't take the leisurely... What if I gave her Urkel's voice? But of course you can't take a leisurely stroll at Alternia without something terrible happening. You aren't out here for very long before it starts raining. Shit, damn, and fuck! Urkel is a valid troll name. Oh no. Urkel. That's fair. Just, if you guys haven't seen Family Matters or heard the Family Matters theme song, go look it up on YouTube at some point. You'll get the gist. You've ditched the umbrella Tyrona had given you since it was as heavy as a goddamn club. Now you're super regretting it. Running for shelter is all you can do, so you made a mad dash for one of the building awnings, huddling uncomfortably underneath it. The rain doesn't let up. You'll have to move soon. The security drones are beginning to look like they're planning on taking a few shots at you for loitering. You need to make a decision and fast. Alright. Try to get into one of the buildings. There's no way you're getting into any of these without a passcode. But wait! Think you see someone coming your way. Perhaps they'll be your knight in shining armor. So what you're telling me is that my appointment is cancelled. Still some distance away, but she's looking right at you. You point at yourself questioningly, thinking she might be talking to you. Then you realize she's wearing a Bluetooth headset. Jeremy used to be on the ball. Remember that time he gave me a full-prong beautifying procedure right after that high blood ripped his arm off? But now he can't bounce back from one little thresher and the abdominal sausages. What happened to that boy? What happened? That boy is losing his touch. There's no parentheses. There's no commas. No colons. It's just all one long... Oh. They fixed the Lucis DeLorean. What do you mean? What happened? What did you do? No! 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 Oh, no. Oh, no. It is like Carcat on speed. That's what she is. I don't like it. But now he can't bounce back from one little thresher in the abdominal sausages. What happened to that? What happened? That boy is losing his touch. Looks like she's coming back from a jog, if the running shorts are anything to go by. If she's at all bothered by the acid glancing off her skin, sending dozens of little firecracker sparks in their wake, she isn't showing it. She seems much more preoccupied by the harried conversation she's having on the phone. Most importantly, she's power walking to the entrance of this building, which means she lives here. This is your chance. You shuffle along under the awning, pressing yourself close to the side of the building, bug-like. Sort of wish she'd encountered you earlier when you were dodging rain like a rad action hero. Now you just sort of look like a cowardly, pathetic idiot. I added that part because I read it wrong. Sorry, I was looking at memes. Fuck. Especially compared to her, she's striding along like absolutely nothing is going to get in the way of whatever business she's got going on, let alone a few paltry explosions. Actually, she's focused on her call that she doesn't notice you until you're standing right next to her. Such an inconvenience. You can fully expect that I will be taking my business elsewhere from now. Oh God, what do we have here? She transitions from hanging up the call to talking to you so quickly that it makes your head spin. Take this down. Strange little hornless creature parked in front of home, very puny and scared looking. Can only be the alien everyone has been talking about. Such an opportunity can't go to waste now, can it? You're confused again, looking around to see who she might be talking to, but there's no one else here. Maybe she's dictating notes to her phone? Look at you. We can't have you wandering around outside like this, darling, can we? Aren't you ravishing? Do give me the name of your stylist. So good to meet you. Here's my card. The name Celsa says yet. Auditorizer in training for the Alternian Empire. Nice to meet you. Let's walk and talk. Oh man, my stylist is Malik. Man. This Rarity voice is fitting. I can't get over this fucking music. Bigger love. Family. Didn't realize that borrowed hoodie was that impressive of a look, but okay. She produces a business card with one hand and inputs some numbers into a panel with the other. You take the card. It's a struggle to process what she's saying, respond to her questions, and introduce yourself, all while experiencing the verbal equivalent of getting hit by a truck. How is it possible to talk so fast without taking a breath? You can barely get a word in edgewise. Celsa continues chattering away as she steps inside and waits for you to follow her into the apartment building's elevator. You do. By the way, my goal tonight is to get this done, make the thumbnail, upload it, all fast enough to go pick up a pizza. That's my goal right now, because I am craving some pizza. Kryatsu Core should recruit her, Nox. So tell me, do you run any business on your planet? If you do, I would be more than happy to offer my services. They are very efficient and affordable, I can assure you. All your legal and financial documents will be checked over in no time at all. Make sure everything is running in tip-top shape. I'm so happy to have run into you. Ever since Zizi told me she met you, I've been asking her to introduce me. It's so very important for a professional to continue growing her network, especially intergalactically. Don't you agree? Zizi? Tysius? Tysius, probably, right? I love the dimples. The dimples are great. This girl's great. I love her design, and I love her. She's still busying herself with her phone while talking to you, texting on its tiny keyboard. The name Zizi doesn't ring any bells. You flip through your Rolodex in your brain, trying to remember. Have you really made so many friends that you're beginning to forget their names? You're a little impressed with yourself. Feels like only yesterday that you were crawling around in the basement of a murderess and getting stabbed in the shin with a screwdriver. Just a single friend to your name. Good times. Come this so far since then. Brings a single sentimental tear to your eye. Wait, Stelsa's own name finally starts to register. I've heard it before. This is Tysius' mate sprit. So she must be talking about Tysius. Oh! I don't know why I said that like Rich Evans. Oh my god! This is her mate sprit. Is this... Hold on. You know... Tysius had nudes, right? That's what I'm thinking of? Tysius had nudes on her computer. Oh! Murderous stabbing. Very fascinating stuff, I'm sure. Yes, I'm referring to my darling Tysius, of course. You're at the door to her hive. She unlocks it, letting you both in. Oh. Come in, come in. Welcome to Chez Seziat. Make yourself at home. Can I get you anything? Water, grub cake, my rate sheet? I would love to continue my rate sheet. Look at the cat! The cat on the bridge in the corner. But it's not a cat, it's a grub. It's not a cat, it's a grub. And she has like a fire flower. And she has one of Tysius' hoodies on her. Yeah, hang in there. She has one of Tysius' hoodies on her couch. See that? And I said, Carol! Carol! That is what her board's like! Oh my god, I'm sorry to be sunny on Maine, but give me a second. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for being sunny on Maine. But I gotta. We gotta talk about Pepe, guys. We gotta talk about Pepe real quick. Can we talk about Pepe?
They're on to me, dude. Those guys are sharp as nails up there. You can't put anything past them. Oh my god, dude, I'm freaking out. I am so stressed out. I feel like I'm having a panic attack.
You want to talk about stress? You want to talk about stress? Okay? I've stumbled onto a major company conspiracy, Mac. How about that for stress?
What the hell are you talking about?
This company is being bled like a stuck pig, Mac, and I got a paper trail to prove it. Check this out. Take a look at this.
Christ, Jack.
that's MSPA reader walking in. Jesus Christ.
Right there is the mail. Now let's
And this is Celsa. You want to talk about stress, Mac? Jesus Christ, Celsa. You want to talk about the mail? Except with much better hair. Yeah, exactly.
about the mail. Can we talk about the mail, please, Mac? I'm dying to talk about the mail with you all day, okay? Pepe Sylvia. This name keeps coming up over and over again. Every day, Pepe's mail's getting sent back to me. Pepe Sylvia, Pepe Sylvia. I look in the mail. Well, this whole box is Pepe Sylvia.
Okay, I'm done. God, I fucking love Sunny. Alright. Can we talk about the mail, Mac? Mac, can we talk about the mail? I would love to continue our chat while I'm a little less sweaty. Also, acid wreaks absolute havoc on the skin. You know how it is. I'll just jump into the evolution trap for a minute. Please excuse me. I won't be long. Be back in 2 shakes of a cracked beast gastric evacuation pillow. What? Oh. 2 shakes of a duck's butt. Yeah, got it. Yeah, portal cursor. Okay. Actually, you wouldn't know how it is, considering that a bucket load... God damn it. 2 shakes of a duck's tail, I think it was. Actually, you wouldn't know how it is, considering that a bucket load of acid, don't say that, falling on you would leave you either very injured or very dead, and she's already gone. You're a little relieved. It's not that Celsa isn't friendly. She's plenty friendly. She just approaches friendship in a way that makes you feel a little like a line on her to-do list that she's in a hurry to check off. Or, well, she seems like she wants you as some sort of work contact, not as a friend. But that's okay. You've worn many hats in the pursuit of friendship. Clown cultist, impromptu shooshpapper, murder accomplice. Business associate is one of the tamer ones on the list. Now that you no longer have to keep up with her mile-a-minute conversation, you can take a proper look around her hive. You're not sure what's more perturbing, the sheer amount of pink that's accosting your eyeballs, or the fact that everything is so painstakingly organized that it's making you a little uncomfortable. It's like you merely standing here is disrupting the careful order of the room. Her shelves are crammed full of books, all neatly arranged according to topic, with each topic displayed on a little label on the shelf. She also has a lot of posters featuring motivational slogans underneath striking nature photography. The only normal-looking spot is the hive is a coffee table with a mishmash of personal belongings piled on top of it. Books, papers, and a jacket? Think it might be a mug? I wonder who hangs out there. None of these items strike you as being particularly Celsa style. Yeah. Wonder why. The overall effect is that of a very pink, very neat office cubicle. You feel like you should start chugging mediocre coffee and complaining about how much you hate Mondays. Bean me! So sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, hi. Oh. Jeez. When she appeared, I was like, whoa, green hair? Nope. Celsa reemerges her hair wrapped in a towel. Well, it's been a blast getting to know you. We should get lunch sometime. Keep the conversation going. I'll pencil you in, darling. But for now, I have a bit of a dilemma to deal with. That sounds worryingly like a dismissal. You sneak a glance at the schedule on her bulletin board. It's a blaze of color with barely any free slots. You don't want to be penciled in. You have no idea when she might be available next. And you need her sweet, sweet friendship now. Maybe whatever problem she has is something you could help with. Unless you're a ludicrously talented beautician, I think not. My usual... I just noticed her t-shirt. I just noticed her t-shirt. She's wearing a t-shirt. I like it. That's all I had to say. I hadn't seen her. We hadn't seen her not wearing her her big jacket thingy, and now she's wearing a t-shirt, and I like it. My usual place bumped me off the list, and right before a very important meeting too. A girl has to look her best for these things to really knock their socks off. If I want to make arrangement at another salon, I shall have to move fast with no time to waste. All right. Which one, guys? Which one should I do? Top. All right. All right. We'll do bottom second. Why not use the extra time to do more prep for the meeting? That is an excellent idea. I visited this potential client's establishment a wipe ago, but it was a quick one. I could do well to cast my gander bulbs around the place properly. It's pretty much in the bag, but this meeting is the clincher, and there's no way I can flub it. Oh, good. Having Ramel Namak as a client would be too good of a cluck beast prime in my pan lid for me to chuck the opportunity into the load gaper. So, Ramel. Ramel, you totally know her. How about that? Oh, she's still wearing the shorts. The pink shorts with the t-shirt. Hold on. How do I make it go away? H? Look at that! What a fucking look. What a fucking look. I love this girl. God, what a fucking look. Yes, yes, I would hope you did, darling. She's only been splashed all over the papers lately with that stunt of hers. Buying out her competitor like that, I've never heard the likes of it before. She's flittering around in her hive as she speaks, nipping into what you assume is her bedroom to blow her hair dry before shuffling some papers into a handbag. Oh, she's back. You tail her as best you can, feeling a bit like a pet cat underfoot who's threatening to trip her at every turn. Maintaining a career as a successful yet relatively avant-garde artist is very different to assuming ownership and managing a museum, and yet she has made it work. Sounds like Ramel's been busy since the last time you saw her. Clarify that Ramel is a friend of yours, actually. Celsa stops in her tracks. Really? Why didn't you say so in the first place? You should come with me. Getting the 411 Ramel from a friend of hers could really give me a frond up. What do you say? You're not sure there's much you can tell Celsa about Ramel. Pretty sure Ramel doesn't want to be an auditor in training or, well, anyone really knowing that she's an art thief. Well, I was accidentally an auditor a week ago. And that was fun. But, why not? There has to be some stray info about Ramel knocking around in the old noggin that might come in useful. Marvelous! Come on, you can tell me on the way. She takes your hand and pulls you out the door. Oh. Thank you, Isu! Isu putting that Twitch Prime to good use. Hey, Ryan, guess what? Fuck you. It's real nice. It's real nice, Isu. Thanks. You offer Celsa a ride in your totally not stolen scuttle buggy. It's still raining, but she shields you both with an umbrella that's almost as big as you are to walk where it's parked. You get in, put some tunes on for the road, and head off. The windshield. Once you're on your way, you admit to Celsa that most of you and Ramel's conversations just involve her bouncing ideas off you for her webcomic, but you're still happy to answer any questions she might have about Ramel's overall deal. You're expecting her to be disappointed, but her eyes practically light up. What a privilege! Yeah, no, she mentioned that she had a... Yeah, that's blood. For sure. Do I have a... Wait a minute. No, I can't get rid of Celsa. I think I have a bobblehead on my dash. Yeah, arena stickball bobblehead on my dashboard. That's great. To be completely truthful, I'm quite the fan. I've been following her webcomic for a while. She admits this kind of sheepishly. Does she think that liking comics is embarrassing? Of course not. Okay, maybe a little. It seems irresponsible to spend time on something as flippant as a comic on the internet when I have so much other business to attend to. Lots of irons in the fire. Don't say that. Please, God. God, now the chat's gonna lose their shit over Vriska shit. Over here, achievements don't achieve themselves, you know. Here comes the Vriskas. Maybe, but hobbies and downtime are important too. You never feel more rested than after you've let yourself do absolutely nothing but enjoy a good comic. I feel less rested every time I have to think about Homestuck. What? She looks at you blankly. You know, rest? Oh, I always make sure to do enough recuperation every day. No concerns there, to be sure. Holy shit. I just realized. Celsa and Tysius both don't sleep. They're both, like, awake all the time. Oh, no! Neither of them really sleep. They're both really... Let them sleep! Somebody draw them sleeping! Someone draw them sleeping! I need them to sleep. Oh, I always make sure to get enough recuperation every day. No concerns there, to be sure. While you're talking about this, a bit different from getting enough sleep, but you tried a different I fucked that whole thing up. What you're talking about is a bit different from getting enough sleep, but you try a different tack. Why is she taking this job with Rommel anyway? Isn't she busy enough with her training? Well, sure, I have that internship with the Alternian government as well, but there can be never enough experience under one's belt. I'm beginning to see what the problem is. You get the feeling that Celsa might be a bit of a workaholic. Just vaguely. Has she ever considered... You're so involved in trying to convince Celsa on the merits of gathering her chill that you don't realize there's something wrong. Not until Celsa lets out a screech that almost bursts your eardrums. Fiddlesticks! We can't go this way! There's a road work happening here! The scuttle buggy must be operating with an outdated map! Switch it to manual and turn us around quick, quick! The roadwork Celsa is referring to is a bridge with a do not enter sign hastily put up. Beyond the sign, the bridge is peppered with enormous holes. Some look big enough for the entire car to fall through easily. What are you waiting for? Hurry! Well, there's one small problem. You can't drive. Oh, fudge nuggets! Celsa presses a few buttons, switching the controls to manual. You grab the wheel, turning it wildly, your only goal to make sure that you don't drive into the death bridge. Probably should have paid attention to the steep slope curving away from the road. Well, we're dead. You both yell. Oh, look at the bobblehead. You both yell as the scuttle buggy neumes toward downwards at a full tilt. Miraculously, it doesn't tip, but it does slam into a power line, sending the two of you lurching forward. If it wasn't for the unnerving lung-like airbags that inflate in front of you, you would have shot out the front window. Anxiously, you ask if Celsa's okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Celsa doesn't seem too concerned about whether she's injured or not. She's making a futile attempt to push the airbags out of the way so she can get out of the car. There's no way we will ever make my meeting on time now, and I look like an absolute mess. That's right. Her hair, which was all gentle, soft tufts before, is sticking up in all directions, and her glasses have smashed in the collision. Why did I think this was a good idea? I should have just walked. Thanks for nothing. The car might have survived the crash, but if Celsa's cranky expression is anything to go by, your budding friendship with her wasn't as lucky. Well. Well, this is good, because this means we can get the good ending. This means we can get the good ending to end the stream, and that's great. No one died. That's true. I have the car. Drives it into a lake. Slowly drives it into a lake. Alright. Let's get Celsa's instant death. Run back to the scuttle buggy. It's parked your ways down the street, but if you run fast enough, you might be able to make it. You abandon the security of the metal awning, launching yourself back into the minor apocalypse that is regular Alternian weather. You should have been able to guess how this was going to go. The raindrops are too dense for you to successfully dodge them all, and your delicate human body isn't built to withstand nuclear-ass rain. Probably would have had better luck with the security drones. Now is the time to press F to pay respects. It's Sans! Dia, I hate you. Hold on. Does this work? I've never actually tried this. Hold on. This is the first time I've actually tried the whiteboard feature on XSplit. Guys, it's him! It's him, guys. It's... Oh my god! Crystalline dragons. Oh god. Hold on. Let me show you this. Let me show you guys this. This is what I was hoping for. Oh, it's so good. So good. Alright. Alright. I'll get rid of the sands. Someone just messaged me on YouTube on one of my Hiveswap videos saying, so Volume 13 is out? Yes. Did I see your doodle? Catastical. Hold on. I don't think I did. I did notice that Dia did the sands edit too. Alright. It's time. Time to wrap this baby up. Thank you, Isu. Let's talk about the mail. Okay. Oh, this music. I keep forgetting. Alright, who needs a beautician when you're around? Oh, no! Oh, boy. Okay. I fucked that up. Don't worry. Catastical drew the Sleepies. Oh! Hold on. Ugh, I'm trying to click the link, but the chat keeps moving. It's very good. I like it very much. It's very good art. I tried to click and drag it into the game. Like, that would work. There you go. That's from Catastical, everyone. They're sleeping. No, everyone... No! No, everyone draw Sleepies. Everyone who wants to draw them sleeping, do it. When I said somebody should draw them sleeping, I meant anyone who wants to do it, because this is beautiful. I want to see that shit. I love all of your art. I love all of your art. You're all so talented. Meanwhile, me over here, I read and my art's garbage. Okay, let's not fuck this up this time. What? I did instant death. Somebody is called Celsa Thick. Okay, let's... Wow, can I actually get to this for once? Oh my god, alright. Skip is off. Huh, who needs a beautician when you're around? You have absolutely no professional beauty experience, but Saraba did give you that crash course in crafting great looks. Stealtha is probably after a vibe that's a little less moisture wave, but you're sure you can whip something up. You tell her that you'll help her get ready instead, right here in her hive. Oh! How nice of you. I've never had a house call before. Let's do this. She leads you into the next room, rubbing her hair dry as she goes. There's a Raccoon in the corner and a vanity in the other, with an array of puffles, brushes, and other mysterious implements spread out on its surface. Some of them are disturbingly pointy. Oh well, you're sure you'll be able to figure out what they're all for once you start using them. Celsa takes a seat in the chair in front of the vanity, folding her hands primly in her lap. I like this look. With the t-shirt? I like her. So, darling, what do you think we should do first? It's all up to you. Not this again. Why are you always making the decisions around here? What you wouldn't give to be able to foist your own life choices off on random people you've just met. It would be refreshing. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to save ourselves some time by making the second save we ever have in this game. The first save being the one we made when I couldn't figure out how to turn off voice thing, which I believe is V. Yep.
Self-voicing enabled.
I couldn't figure out how to...
Self-voicing disabled.
I couldn't figure out how to turn that off. So I saved it, I just closed the game, I remember. Alright. Style hair, polish horns. Alright, I'll do style hair. The first order of business should be drying Stolza's hair. Pick up a funnel-shaped doohickey that looks like it might be a hairdryer, fumbling around for a button. There isn't one, but you manage to turn it on by giving it a good squeeze. The mouth of the funnel opens up wide, emitting a hot blast of air along with a hoarse animal yell. You think you might actually see teeth inside. Just don't think about it too much. That's the best you can do when it comes to literally any Alternian gadget. Thankfully, the noise soon fades to a low hum. Here, I'm gonna give you guys a simulation of what it probably sounds like. All right, just give me a second. Let me get a cup perfect here. Okay. Here we go. Here, use this. Celsa passes you a piece of thorny bramble. It looks painful, but when you begin brushing Celsa's hair, she sighs happily. Interesting being in this position for once. When Tysis is over, usually I'm the one doing this. Oh my god, she takes care of her girlfriend. Try to imagine Tysius letting someone give her a sweet do. Even when it's her girlfriend in question, you have a hard time picturing it. Celsa laughs. It's a surprisingly pretty musical laugh. No. My dear ZZ isn't one for involved beauty rituals. She usually doesn't let me do anything more than brush it, but it's still relaxing. Sliding the brush through Celsa's hair is pretty relaxing. You allow yourself to zen out for a moment before shaking yourself out of it, casting around for something to talk about. That's what good hairdressers do, right? Strike up casual conversation? Your eyes fall on an open book sitting on the table. It's the only object there that doesn't have anything to do with hair care or beauty, so it stands out like a sore thumb. Just like the items on the coffee table, it's strewn too haphazardly to look like it belongs to Celsa. You think you see some of the tabs Tysius was using on the notes for a group project. And if you look even closer, you'd think you catch the words revolt and history on the page header? Right. As Tysius' matesprit, Celsa probably has big plans for dismantling the system for the inside too, after she becomes an auditor. You remark that you think it's really... Oh boy. I'm worried about this. You remark that you think it's really cool what she and Tysius are doing. It might be scary to stick it to the man like that, but someone has to do it. Okay, it's not exactly like conversation, but talking to Tysius has been... about this has been so enlightening, if sad, and you'd really bonded over it. Maybe you'll be able to bond with Celsa the same way? But Celsa only looks confused. Then her eyes flick down for a second, just for a second, before she reaches out, smartly snaps it shut, and squirrels it away in one of the drawers. Sound of the drawer slamming makes you jump, and you narrowly avoid pulling Celsa's hair. I'm quite sure I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sticking anything anywhere. Definitely not to any man. And neither is Tysius. She's sitting straight and tense in the chair, now, her voice soaring to a high, bordering on hysterical pitch. Oh no, she probably doesn't know you're on their side. Tysius might not have told her about your conversation. It's okay, you're not going to tell anyone. You're sworn to secrecy, but Celsa averts her eyes, a stubborn set to her chin. Again, I have no clue what you're talking about. Tysius and I are both law-abiding subjects of the Empire. We don't dabble in such foolish things as sympathizing with rebels. What would that possibly accomplish? She wrings her hands distractedly. We do things the way we do on Alternia for a reason, darling. Without the hemospectrum and the roles we each need to play, why, the world would be plunged into complete chaos. Can you even imagine? Trolls running around not knowing which way is up or whatever they're doing. Please, no one to tell them their place in the world is. She goes from hand-wringing to gesticulating wildly, almost knocking a few rows of jars off the table, positively frantic at the prospect of societal breakdown. It's better for everyone this way, I truly believe that! You're beginning to realize that you might have put your foot in your mouth, just a little bit. Stuffed a toe or two in that gob of yours, maybe. She sounds way too earnest for this to be cover-up. Could it be that possible that Celsa really does side with? And what Tysius had called her the Condis? And that she doesn't know about Tysius' underground research after all? But the book was right there. You're so confused. Talking about this is clearly distressing Celsa, though, so you drop it, focusing on finishing up her hair instead. It's pretty soft now that it's dry. You're not sure you've styled it correctly, but she seems pleased. Great work, nice, fantastic, you did an excellent job. You glow at the praise. You say thanks, but she's already passing you a bottle of nail polish. She really wants you to go all the way, huh? Twist it open and get to work. Too focused on not smudging the teal color over the stately points of her claws to talk, but Celsa breaks the silence. I have a question for you. You nod, sticking your tongue out in concentration. So, I have this acquaintance. This is the most tentative you've heard her so far. You weren't sure her vocal cords were capable of it. They are in a quadrant with someone who harbors views most would consider subversive, if not outright treasonous. Gee, I wonder who she's talking about. She's obviously talking about herself and Tysius, but you don't want to point that out in case she gets upset again. So you just nod along thoughtfully. She didn't always. The mate spread, I mean. It will blow over at some point. She must just be going through a difficult phase. But in the meantime, she could get into oh so much trouble. Celsa's lower lip wobbles like she's about to cry. You chew on the inside of your cheek, trying to figure out what to say. Talking to Tysius very much did not leave you with the impression that it was a phase. She sounded pretty serious. Does Celsa's friend have any idea that this is going on? She looks at the drawer. So do you. Nope. You resist the urge to massage your temples. No idea at all? Absolutely not. Alright, okay, you can do this. Good first step might be for her friend to face up to the issue, you know. If there's a chance they might have the tiniest inkling about what might be happening, so the two of them can talk about it. Talk about it? Yeah, you're no expert, but open discussion probably helps with relationship problems quite a bit. Plus, you ruminate to yourself. The more you think about it, the less it seems that Tysius leaving her controversial book out like that was an accident. It was right in front of Celsa's chair, after all. Maybe Tysius wanted Celsa to see it. You slicked back the last bit of color into Celsa's pinky claw a while ago, but you're both too wrapped up in conversation to suggest that you want to move on to something else. So she lets the nail polish dry while the two of you continue to talk. But my friend does not agree with her mate's sentiments. Discussing it would just cause unnecessary friction, wouldn't it? I just realized this wasn't on YouTube yet. It's not on YouTube yet because I'm not done. Maybe, but even so, addressing the issue is probably better than pretending it isn't there. Besides, quadrant mates can coexist regardless of differing beliefs, right? Yeah, you don't sound convincing even to yourself. But this platitude seemed to comfort Celsa somewhat. Maybe you're right. Carefully, mindful of her just dried nails, she wipes away a few tears, much to your horror. Was that the wrong thing to say? But then you notice that she's smiling. I have not spoken about that to anyone before now. Yeah. Telling you about it was truly a load off my bellow sack cavity. Please don't say that. I'm certain my friend will be grateful as well. I shall relay your advice accordingly as soon as I can. Smile back at her weakly. You haven't been able to relate to much when it comes to alternative life, but boy can you relate to relationship drama. Trolls sure seem to have plenty of it. You hope everything turns out right for her friend. Since her voice is all sniffly and her eyelashes are still wet, you retrieve a frilly box on hand tissues and hold it up to her, hoping that will help. She pulls out a few and blows her nose on them with a sad honking noise. I should finish getting ready. She seems reluctant to get up, though. You'd probably be the same, knowing you had your head into a serious business meeting after spilling your heart like that. Experiencing emotions is tiring. Eventually, though, Celsa musters up enough energy to get to her feet. Much to your surprise, instead of immediately rushing off to complete her next pre-meeting task, she pulls you into a tight hug. Thank you. You're a real friend. And there it is. Not colleague, not potential client, but that wonderful friendship word. Yay! Yay! Friendship. gotta do that friendship. Okay, I'm gonna load that save because I'm not sure if that other one gets me something else. Up! Psst. Pick up a velvety piece of cloth, bringing it up to Stelsa's head. There's only one thing this can be for, right? Wait, what are you going to do with that? Polish your horns to an impressive sheen, of course. They'll be positively gleaming by the time you're done with them. She grabs your wrist with one hand before you can do so. She's deceptively strong, holding you in ironclad grip that you can't move your arm at all. You'd been low-key admiring her toned arms earlier, but now you know for sure that that rack of hot pink dumbbells in the living room aren't just for show. Instead of looking pleased with what you propose to do, she looks uneasy. Possibly even a little embarrassed? Oh, hold on. That's good art. I like that art. This is good art. I like it very much. Alright. Instead of looking pleased with what you propose to do, she looks uneasy, possibly even a little embarrassed. Polish my... You barely get a glimpse of her discomfited expression before she's gracing you with another friendly smile, albeit a bit of a strained one. You know what? I think I'm having second thoughts. It's reasonable to expect that an alien like you wouldn't know the first thing about troll grooming habits. My mistake. I should have accounted for such cultural differences. But it's quite alright. I shall figure something else out. Is it just you, or was there a pointed pause before cultural differences? She's getting up again. Wait, what's happening? Thought the two of you were going to bond over sweet makeover session, but she's pushing you back to the main area of her hive, pretty forcefully, too. Thank you for offering your help, dear. So very kind, but I'll manage. Great to meet you. Just wonderful. Call me. Take care. Have a nice life. Toodles. Goodbye. She shoots you another lovely, very clearly fake smile and shoves you to the door. You'll be able to wait out in the rain just fine in this hallway. But being sprawled on your ass on Stelsa's welcome mat all by your lonesome just isn't the same as hanging out with a new friend. Well, we technically didn't get the good ending last. But that's okay. It happens. Oh. Game over. Well, you see, Isu. When a man and a woman love each other very much, they touch horns. I think. I don't know anything about troll. Send all art to Twitter. Ryan Phantom on Twitter. No space. Just Ryan Phantom. You'll see me. It's a picture of me. Drawn by Nox. So, it's not hard to miss. The horns are the dicks. God damn it, Isu. Isu sounds like every single Homestuck back in fucking 2009. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. 2013. No, Isu's never read Homestuck. Isu's just weird. Isu's just weird. Alright, well, thanks for watching. We're gonna... It's true, Isu buys me Catgirl games, and I hate them. We're gonna check out the credits, and then we'll stop. I don't know why I skipped over the writers, like a dumbass. Aisha! 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 Featuring Aisha as Boulder, with very, very good fucking volume that was so confusing. We out there. Aisha out there, guys. Some good shit. Who did Celsa? Oh, Kieran came back. Okay. So, Celsa was Kieran. Awesome. Character artists. Yes, yes, yes. Adrian. Yes, yes, yes. Let me check the musics here. Let me check the musics. Let me check these musics out. Stelsa's theme. Imagine, if you will, a situation wherein I wrote the bulk of the song at 4 a.m. then woke up only to discover the monstrosity I had created in my fleeting hubris. It's a good name for a song. James is a classic. James is definitely a classic. Alright, guys. What's a hubris? Look it up. Alright. Thank you for watching, everyone. Just a quick reminder. You guys can leave if you want. But just a quick reminder. Send all fan art to Twitter, please. And the next volume may or may not happen on time. It's either going to happen the night of, or it's going to happen 2 nights after it comes out. So if you want to watch someone do it, there are a couple of people who also put it up on YouTube. But it'll be a late. Yeah, it comes out on Luau night. Well, is it Luau night? Oh Jesus, I think it is. Oh fuck. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we'll see about that. Since the Sleepy's on Twitter, awesome. I'm gonna go check out all the art that I get. You're not gonna want to miss this one. Oh, I'm gonna try my best not to miss it. I'm gonna try my best to be on time, but I will be streaming from a hotel, so we'll see. I'm gonna go order some pizza. Yeah, you missed Boulder. Sorry. This will be up on YouTube in like an hour. Okay, bye!